an advocate for peace since its inception, and in particular after the atrocities in Freetown early this year. We, the members, certainly deplore the wanton destruction of life and property, and the brutality experienced by all Sierra Leoneans, especially the women and children. Your rally in New York today is an important aspect in our search for peace. For while the government and the IRF are proposing to engage in dialogue, and while the ECOMOG forces are pushing on with a military option, we, the citizens, both at home and abroad, need to publicize the plight of the victims, especially the most vulnerable members of society, the very young, the aged, the poor, and the women. The atrocities which have been committed here in Sierra Leone far exceed those committed anywhere else in the world, and we have the highest percentage of refugees and internally displaced people in Africa. Unfortunately, Sierra Leone does not feature prominently in the international conscience, or because it does not get any high-profile publicity like other areas do. For example, Kosovo and other Eastern European countries. We sincerely hope that your march today would galvanize Sierra Leonean and friends of Sierra Leone in all parts of the world to inform the general public wherever you live about our distressing situation here, and to put pressure on those with influence and power to do something to bring our misery to an end. As I said earlier, the Women's Forum is actively involved in the peace process, and as such, members have written to the President of the United States of America and the Prime Minister of England. We are also proposing to visit heads of states, their wives, and women's organizations in 8 West African countries, 4 Anglophone and 4 Francophone. These leaders, we believe, are all stakeholders in the Sierra Leone conflict. Indeed, peace in the entire sub-region should be a paramount concern for them, and we aim to lobby them not only for peacemaking, but also for a sustainable peace maintenance culture. I commend you on your peace initiative, and hope that what you have started today will continue to gather momentum. Your efforts are sincerely appreciated. We must all work together earnestly and positively to achieve peace in Sierra Leone. Only then can the democratic process begin, and perhaps Sierra Leone can then enter the next millennium on an upward trend towards development. In the interest of unity, freedom, and justice, we must never grow tired in our quest for peace. Good luck, and God bless you all.